All right. FightHype.com. Sean Patel here with the best analyst, the best commentator in the game, my man Tim Bradley of ESPN. Also doing some stuff with Pro Box TV, I believe, Tim. So definitely want
Yes,
to get
sir.
in. But you were right, as usual. It was a mismatch Saturday night between Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo. Charlo does make it to the final bell. What were your thoughts on the fight, Tim?
Uh, exactly what I thought it was going to be. Exactly what I visioned, or I should say envisioned. You know, let me just start off by saying this, man. And one of the greatest quotes I would say in boxing history is most people don't know shit about boxing. Roger Mayweather. You know, they don't. This from day one, I've been saying that this fight was a mismatch. I continue to say, and of course, I hear the ridicule. I heard, everybody say that I was crazy, this and that. Charlo is the bigger man, so on and so forth. He's 6 foot this, he's the longer, he has a longer reach and all of that. I'm just like, and I'm listening to these people, and I'm just saying, but does he have this? Does he have the skills, man? To be great and to test yourself and go up in different weight classes, man, and you're facing another great one. Like usually the bigger guy usually wins, right?
Mhm.
But the way that you're able to compete in these higher weight classes and you go one and you go up and you keep going up one to the next, and next is that, your skills, you have the skills to be able to do that. I didn't see those skills in Charlo. Unfortunately, I didn't see that. I saw him in the Castano fight. I saw him in the first fight with him. I saw him with Harris. And that was enough for me to easily say that this was a mismatch, knowing what Canelo has done over the years and continues to do, and just knowing his styles and seeing the openings and understanding that the size is going to be a big issue here. Um, Looking at the fight from the first round, actually, I knew exactly when the fight was signed. I knew that Charlo wasn't going to show up. I knew he wasn't going to show up. And then as the fight, what's the name went on, the fight,
Fight week.
the press conference, the fight week, and so on and so forth. And I remember you texting me and you were saying, "Well, Tim, Charlo's acting different, this and that," and we were, conversing about that through text message. And I told you what I told you about, I think I gave you the car analogy. I gave you the car analogy. Um, and those that you haven't heard the car analogy that I gave was that like you can take a Porsche and you take it around the track, but you got to understand this: that the displacement is right on it, the weight distribution is right on it, the motor is right on it. And you take it around the track as fast as hell. Everything is right. Well, with Charlo at 154, everything is right. He's the bigger man. He's the longer man. He's strong. He's confident. His body looks good. He's hard. He's solid. And he's fighting at his optimum weight, 154. But then you take that same Porsche and then you put a sofa on the top of it. What do you think's gonna happen? You think that Porsche is gonna ride the same? You think it's gonna corner the same? You think it's gonna maneuver the same? Absolutely not. And that's what you saw in Charlo. He wasn't the same Charlo. He wasn't, and I didn't expect him to be. I didn't expect him to have like more punching power, more speed, so on and so forth. I didn't expect that. I got exactly what I thought I was gonna get, but everybody was sold on the hope. That's what it was. They were sold on the hope of Charlo having a possibility, a puncher's chance, and so on and so forth, whatever, and it's crazy. Now the talk is about Charlo not having heart, Charlo not trying to win, not this and that. And I just want these people to really understand that what are you talking about? He never had a chance. Even if he would have tried to fight, he would have been knocked out. He would have got knocked out. This dude is literally fighting the way everybody said he should fight. Granted, he didn't take the valuable chances to be able to land, but box. Oh, Charlo has to outbox him. He can't get in his emotions. He has to play defensively tight. He has to use his jab out at distance. He has to use his legs. I mean, there's a blueprint out there for him. That's what I said. There's a blueprint out there he can follow. We all saying all the same things, right? Then he goes out there and he does it the way he thinks he should do it. He boxes the way he thinks boxing should be. You know, it's his way. It's his definition of what we all were talking about at the end of the day. And now everybody's saying, oh, he ain't got no heart in it. What you think he was gonna do? This dude was two divisions below Canelo Alvarez. From the first punch, he knew. From the press conference, he knew. When he signed the contract, he knew what he was signing up for. And he was signing up for the paycheck. Now, do you blame him? What? I don't blame him. His brother was supposed to fight. Look, his brother was supposed to fight him. Now, his brother probably would have put up a better fight than him, you know, but he stepped in because bigger brother wasn't ready. He didn't want to take him on. So he said, damn, it's a golden opportunity for me to make $20 million or so dollars. Shoot, I can't pass this up. I know he's 3 weight divisions or 2 weight divisions above me. What you expect? You know, I can go in there. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of the people that I always hear, you know, they hear about the amount of money that fighters make. And they go, ooh, I get in there for a few rounds. Ooh, shoot.
Would you fight for free for 15 years in the amateurs to earn that check? Would you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're going to fight for free for 15 years to get yourself in a position to make 20 million?
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly.
No, you're not going to do that.
Good point. So, like, I'm not mad because I already knew. So I'm not one of those ones like, oh, I want my $85 back, you know. But I did get smart though. I could, you know, I look, I got this bottle right here that I'm selling now. It's called Hope. Okay, let me put a little bit in there for you.
It actually, the Hope made you freeze for a second, Tim.
Hope. That's what I'm selling. Listen, look, this bottle of Hope right here. Look at it. There you go. I'm selling it for $85.99. You know what, damn it? You know what? I'm gonna say $84.99. All right. I'm gonna sell this bottle of Hope. Hope for your life. You better you and whatever you desire, guess what? This
Ooh, Tim, I think little connection issues, perhaps.
All right, so Tim, before we ran into some technical difficulties, you were selling me Hope in a bottle.
Yeah.
You were selling me Hope.
Yeah, this is Hope. Yeah, exactly, because that's what was sold to y'all. All the fans out there, all the people thinking that Charlo had a chance, you go sold Hope. That's what it was. You want some Hope? Here it is. There it is. Put my bottle up. I'm selling Hope. Whatever you desire, whatever you want in life. You want that new car, that new man, or whatever you want. $84.99. You can purchase it at timbradley.com Jr. timbradley.com Jr. You can purchase here online, and you can get a bottle of Hope from me. Because if you silly enough to buy that fight, to pay for that mismatch that I've been saying, it's my job to watch, okay? And I respect the fighters. And, you know, I supported I get to support the event, but I also get to write it off at the end of the year, at the end of the day. But that's what it is. So if anybody's mad, you should be mad at yourself. Be mad at yourself. Ain't no point in being mad at anybody. I mean, and if anybody, if you want to choose to be mad at somebody, you should be mad at Canelo, not Charlo. And here's why I say that, because Canelo's fighting a guy 14 pounds. Think about this. And because it's not the narrative always changes. For each fighter is different, right? Let's say Terrence Crawford, right, fought a guy 14 pounds below his weight. And he don't get rid of him. Oh, you fought a small guy. You didn't get rid of him. Oh, you were here. Everybody talking about that. You know, let's say in a way, you know, moving up in weight. He didn't look impressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say Tank too, another guy. We'll be like, oh, he ain't that good. He ain't that. But everybody's saying that Canelo's back. Come on, man. That's the same Canelo we've always seen, bro. That's the same Canelo that's been fighting 3 years ago. That's the same Canelo, man. Think about that. Because And when I look at his style, it's the same. He's tactically damn good, and he does the same tactics over and over and over. He's skillful, and when I say as far as skillful, so he uses the high guard, he uses the pull counter. He'll pull counter. He might even step back counter. He comes forward, slips, counters. He'll catch, he'll counter. He does a lot of the same moves, but they're not in combination form. If they are, they're only 2 punches at a time, maybe even 3. If he would have stepped on the gas a bit and he would have let his hands go and been a little bit more violent and took a little bit more risk himself, he probably could have got him up out of there. And man, everybody's saying, oh, well, such and such is defensive. He was so defensive. He was running around the ring and this and that. Look, the only time you can exit the ring is you jump out that month. He was in there boxing. He was doing everything that everybody said that he should do, that he needed to do to get the victory. The only thing is that he didn't throw enough punches. That's just it. But when you're at the elite level, like we talk about Canelo is, and this isn't hate, this is facts. I'm not hating on Canelo. He's great for boxing, folks. He's fantastic, brings a lot of eyeballs to the sport. This isn't hate. See, I said I was hating on Charlo. I'm not hating on Canelo right now. Everybody said I always hate on fighting. No, I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you guys what it is. Okay? I'm not being a fanboy. All right? I'm sorry. I'm not being a fanboy. I'm just telling you what it is. So you couldn't knock out a guy that was 14 pounds below your weight. Although it is a little bit more difficult, let's be honest. It is a little bit more difficult when the guy is there to survive. It really is. But what about the guy Butler that Inoue fought that was there to survive? What did Inoue do? He tried everything, and then he finally opened him up and finally stopped him. Those great ones, man. That's what they do. If Canelo is considered great, he needs to do great things. I understand you could be the cash cow. I get that. But, man, if you want to remain in that top 5, bro, there's some requirements. You get the same requirements as the rest of the top 5. We were talking about some months ago, if Terrence doesn't do this, if he doesn't do this to Errol Spence, he's not going to be number 1. Inoue is going to be number 1. And Terrence went out there and did what he had to do. You saw the result. Now he's number 1. But we're saying the same thing about Inoue. Hey, Inoue got to do something spectacular in order to remain and keep his spot. Bivol got to do something spectacular to keep his spot. And the list goes on. Usyk got to do something to keep his spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are doing what they're supposed to do. But Canelo, this was a showcase fight, bruh. This was a showcase fight for you. Literally handpicked. Handpicked. You was like, yeah, oh, hell yeah, I'll take that. And they saying he looked good? He looked better than ever? Bro, when you don't get any resistance coming back at you, of course you're going to look impressive. Of course you're going to look strong. You're the stronger man. You're the bigger man. Everybody's saying Charlo was the bigger man. Do you see what I'm talking about? He wasn't the stronger man. He wasn't the stronger man at all. So everybody got to take a step back, man. Take a step back. We want to see Canelo, okay, again. We want to see him against somebody his own size. Somebody that's going to punch back at him. We want to see him against Benavidez. We want to see him against Bivol at 168. We don't want to see you at 175 against Bivol. We want to see you at 168 for all your straps at 168. Because obviously, when you fought Bivol was, quote unquote, this is the excuses everybody make. Oh, Bivol was too big. He was daring to be great. He went up in the weight class, this and that. Okay. Fight him at 168 and beat him. Make that wrong, make it right. Fight Bivol. Fight Benavidez. Benavidez, tough, gritty, hungry. He ain't gonna come and lay down. He gonna come and fight. Win, lose, or draw, he coming to fight. So remember, styles, temperament, and in this occasion, weight make fights. So the style of Charlo, his temperament, you can see it through the whole lead up. Charlo lost this fight when he signed the contract. When the fight was made, he lost this fight. And then going through the whole press tour, all the respect, he was out of character. Anytime you see somebody out of character, that's the problem. There's a problem there. What is it? Is it stress? Do you don't believe in yourself? Trust me. Look, when you go in big fights like this, look, he ain't been in fighting. He ain't been in the ring in 16 months, bro. That himself is so hard to deal with as a fighter, that inactivity, because you lose that I don't even know how to say it. You that familiarity. My bad, I got it right. You lose that. You lose that feeling in the ring. You start doubting, can I take a punch into those small gloves? Dang, those bright lights. And he came back under the brightest circumstances. The pinnacle, the top of boxing. He fought the cash cow. I've been in the ring with a cash cow / top fighters in the game. I was in there with Manny Pacquiao. I was in there with Marquez. It's a different level. It's a completely different level. The hype is like unbelievable. It's crazy, the hype. All the pictures you got to take, all the fans booing you, you got to deal with, because now you're fighting an icon. You're fighting something larger than life itself. The biggest name in the sport. There's a lot of pressure that comes along with that. Then now you got 16 months out of the ring. Then you have two weight classes down below this man. Then you got all these people that's backing you. Now you got all that pressure coming, and you're answering all these questions constantly. And then you're sitting in the hotel room waiting on that day, bro. You're training and doing your training, but then you're sitting the week of the fight. You're sitting in the hotel room and you're thinking. Your mind starts playing tricks on you. He never thought he can win this fight, bro. I'm letting y'all know right now. He never thought. But he couldn't pass on the opportunity. Trust me. There's a lot of people. The dude has set his family up for life.
Exactly. Isn't that what you fight for?
Look, levels. So when you start off in boxing, you fight a couple of fights, you start building confidence. You take on a challenge, small challenge. You become somewhat of a top prospect, go to contender. But the goal is to win a world championship. That's the goal, right? Win a world championship. That's gonna give you more money. That's gonna give you more money. So he won world championships, been there, done that. And I'm talking about Charlo here. Then you get to a point to where you're winning world championships. Now you've become $1 million fighter. Charlo is $1 million fighter, no doubt about it. Okay, undisputed at 154 pounds. Making millions of dollars. Then you get an opportunity to make life-changing money, like life-altering, changing money to set your kids and grandkids up. Then you start looking for opportunities as you become, after you win that world championship. Opportunities, the best circumstances for you. So let me give you an example. So when I fought 2 unification bouts at 140. What I do? I moved up. I got with the right promoter. So that way I could set my family up for life to fight Manny Pacquiao. But the difference is I fought him at my weight class, 147. I was at 140. I moved up to 147. Had one fight there, test the waters there. Then fought Casamayor, and then fought Manny Pacquiao. So that was my opportunity. That was our opportunity to be number 1 in the world, number 2 in the world behind Floyd Mayweather. That was my opportunity of a lifetime. That was what I've been working for my entire life. Charlo was undisputed at 154. He's worked for that. He's been working for that his entire life. Now it was an opportunity for him to make that bag. So for me, it was an opportunity, yes, but also it was an opportunity for me to make that bag, to make that money. And I said, hell yeah, I'm going to take it. You didn't think he wasn't going to take that fight? Absolutely. Now, he left the fight. Won, got paid crazy, took a limited amount of risk. He ain't no fool. He knew what he signed up for. He knew from the first round, this is not what That's a lot of heat. He got hit on that damn arm with that right hook. With that right hook. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, my God. Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. He felt that power. He said, dang. Okay.
Is it to where even if your mind is telling yourself, no, it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt, your body's saying, F that.
Bruh, look.
Yeah.
The rumors, the hype became real. The moment was too big. And he wasn't ready skillfully either. Nor mentally. He wasn't ready. If he would have had a chance to build himself up, it would have been different. This dude jumped 2 weight classes, ain't fought in 16 months, bruh. What do you expect from this man? He ain't stupid. He ain't finna get in there and just get obliviated. He ain't gonna get knocked out. I mean, why do you think Joel Guzman was there? Get his defense tight. Guzman was a defensive master. Boy, this is the best defense I've ever seen from Charlo. His defense was on point, you know, because he didn't want to get knocked out and get embarrassed. Now, he got the bag. Everybody bought into the hype, bought into, oh, he got a chance, he got a chance. They got sold hope. And now everybody mad about it. Now they're blaming him. Nah. I'm not blaming. I'm sorry. I saw this coming. I knew this was a mismatch from day one.
No, it's funny, Tim. I thought the same thing. Maybe 10 years ago when I was just a straight fan, I'd have been pissed about my $85. But covering you guys up close, I said, what's the point? If it's under these circumstances like you're talking about, where you know you're not going to win the fight, then why get knocked out just to get knocked out? Go take your check and get home to your family in one piece. This is real life. This isn't video games. This is the real thing. So
yeah, and so everybody's pissed off that he didn't step up and try to win the fight. But at the same time, why didn't Canelo step up? Why didn't Canelo step up? Why didn't he try to take him out?
Well, Tim, just to speak to your point so that people know you're speaking facts, he threw less than 400 punches for the total fight. That's less than 35 punches per round.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. So, and then you're going to get the people to say, well, he ran all night. Okay. Well, what about cutting off the ring? Why not pinning him? Why not throwing more punches? Why, there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do. We quick to blame the boxer. Oh, man. Canelo, you supposed to be legendary, bruh. This was a showcase fight for you. Supposed to ice him. You supposed to knock him completely out. You supposed to say, I'm back. I wouldn't have believed it because I already know what it is. But still, you're supposed to put on a show for your fans. That's what you're supposed to do. And again, this isn't hating. I'm not hating. I like Canelo. Think he's a tremendous fighter. I'm just keeping it real for you guys because it's different. It's different. You got double standards for other different fighters. Double standards. That's not right. Hold Canelo accountable too. Because if it was Crawford, if it was Tank, if it was Shakur Stevenson, if it was freaking Inoue, if it was any of those guys, bro, that I just mentioned, Usyk, and the list goes on. Fury, if Fury don't do what he needs to do, he gonna be in the same boat. Fury gonna be in the same boat. This supposed to be easy for him. That's the problem that I have with a lot of the fans and the media, And if you upset, don't be upset. Don't be upset. You just got, what do you got? You got suckered. That's it. You got suckered. And I tried to warn y'all. I tried to warn you all. So don't hate the player, hate the game.